How are you doing, YouTube? Matt's Beer Reviews. Back with a little bit of Treehouse. Treehouse bottles up in this piece in the form of their Tempo. This is a beer that I'm going to show you right now. You read that. You read that shit. I can't read that. That's microscopic. This comes courtesy of my boy Steven. He sent off a big old box of beers, and this is in there. So let me move these because I'm old, and this is how I have to read stuff now. It says here, Tempo is a dry-hopped German Pilsner intended to showcase the delicate character of whole melon hops. We utilized a blend of German hops in the kettle and whole melon exclusively in the dry hop. Tempo pours a pale straw yellow in the glass and carries aromatic flavorful notes of lemon, raspberry, tea, all one thing. Zippy herbal hops, cracker-like malts, and straw. Balanced, punchy, and well-executed, Tempo is the ideal beer to enjoy in the backyard or from the cooler at the beach or barbecue. 4.6% dry-hopped German Pilsner. I am not at the beach, nor am I at a barbecue. I am in my little beer room here. It is scorchingly hot out. Like I think we got to pushing 100 today. And this little room here is not air conditioned. It gets quite toasty in here. So if if a little bit more perspiration on these days, the fan might be a little bit louder. But we'll do it. We'll soldier through. Oh, a goddamn fruit fly. That's how you know it's super hot, when we have the fruit flies. See, he's already going into goddamn beer. I will punch your face. Goddamn fruit flies. Anyway, label design, I actually really do like it. I like the label design that they've been doing on all these bottles. Something a bit of a departure from what they typically do. Something a little bit more graphic. And, I mean, it looks all the part of a Pilsner. A lager. Slightly unfiltered kind of lager. Not much of head on it because I talk way too much. But it has that kind of just off white head. Beautiful kind of unfiltered kind of lager straw-like color. See if you get a nose. That's really fruity. Like really, really fruity. Not like an over the top kind of. I mean, all of that fruitiness is coming from the hops, but it's not the kind of juicy kind of IPA kind of fruitiness. It's a little bit more kind of softer, a little bit more kind of farmhousey in a sense, the way the kind of fruit comes off. So it's definitely a tropical, leaning into subtle kind of pineapple / citrus, but really heavy in the tropical fruit. Whole melon. Kind of smells like melon to me, but it's not overpowering the beer either. You get a nice little crackery Pilsner malt in there, a nice little pop of bittering. It's not overly sweet, but it really is a nice kind of almost like floral fruitiness kind of going on in there. It smells quite nice. Let's dive in. Cheers. I could drink a billion of these. It's pretty aggressive on the bittering front too. I did not expect that. It's one of the more fruit-forward, one of the more impactful kind of low ABV lagers I've had as of late. But it's still a lager. A lot of times breweries will make lager and they'll add a ton of hops to it and get so kind of out in left field with the hops that it's really just kind of like an IPL, instead of IPA and IPL. This still comes off, even though that is technically a lager, it's more hazy, hoppy kind of IPA kind of vibes to it. This is really very much a lager. It just has a nice kind of dialed up effect when it comes to the way the hops are showing themselves in it. Super crisp, super clean, definitely crispy boy status, but it has a nice malt bill to it. That crackery malt kind of leans into a little bit more toasted elevation of flavor, not just a straight kind of Pilsner-y kind of malt. So nice cracker with a bit of toast to it. That bittering here just builds with each subsequent sip. Like every time I take a sip of it, just a little bit more bittering, a little bit more bittering. Very somewhere in between, like a little bit of weedy and a little bit of herbal and kind of tea-like kind of bitterness. And the way that fruitiness comes off, that definite tropical fruit, mostly all tropical fruit in the taste, and that kind of cantaloupe melon kind of area, it's actually pretty damn explosive for something that's sub 5% and still a lager. I know that's kind of why do you keep saying that? I can't express it enough that this does not taste like a lagered version of an IPA. It tastes like a very Americanized, aggressive version of a classic kind of Czech German style Pils, but with that just fruitiness and a little bit of extra kind of bitterness going on in a very, very fun way. This is an absolutely fantastic beer. Nothing negative about it as far as off flavors or anything like that. And it really just comes this beautiful kind of expression to it. It's almost like it's an aggressive gentleness, that kind of thing, where it's kind of doing something so cool, but still retaining in that kind of style of being a low ABV kind of crispy kind of lager. Very tasty stuff. One of the better lagers I've had as of late, especially the more kind of Americanized versions. Absolutely. Well, we're there. Let's do it. Yes, it's one of the better ones. Probably Mount Rushmore status, to be perfectly honest with you. Listen, the last 2 Treehouse beers I've had, both of them came from Steven. Absolutely fantastic. I love that. I love it, and they're distinctly different styles. One was, a big double hazy. This one, a little bottled Pilsner. Both of them, probably some of the better ones I've had in both of those styles as of late. Treehouse is good for a reason. Let's put it that way. Value and availability on this, no idea. Steven, let me know what's what, and leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like classic Pilsner, classic lager, but you want something that is a bit more kind of dialed up, a little bit more kind of Americanized, a little bit more new school in the hopping, but you still want it to be a lager through and through. It's a delicate line. A lot of people cross it. This gets as close to you can get to that line without crossing, and I think that's a beautiful thing. So if you like really well done, tasty, chuggable beers, you will like this. So there you go. Review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you've had this one. What do you think? Am I right? Am I wrong? I mean, I can't be right or wrong. It's my opinion, but let me know what you guys think if you've had this one, because I think it's pretty damn tasty stuff. So there you go. Down there, if you want to talk about it, Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little bit of Treehouse lagers right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.